So I really try to knock out, I don't want this to get too hot. I try to knock out two birds with one stone. So I have my avocado oil heating up. I'm gonna go ahead and make the Beyond steak bites and have that to the side for this week. So whenever I wanna say make hibachi, or if I want to add it to a salad, I'll just have it on standby. So we're gonna take that. Throw it in the pan. Turn this eye down just a little bit. Go ahead and put those in there. We're gonna let that cook down. Let that break up. I have my other pot heating up for the water. We are gonna also be making the rasta pasta, and I'll have that set aside for the week. I like hot, so we're gonna use a little bit of cayenne. Just a little dash of cayenne. Oops. I use a little bit of sea salt. Not too much sea salt. Smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. This also allows it to get that nice crust on the outside, which it makes it taste even better. Onion powder. Garlic powder. And that's it for the seasoning for this. We're gonna stir that up and let that brown up, and then I'll put it in one of those bowls. I like to use the chickpea, of course, more protein. Go ahead and use the whole box. Okay, we got those two things going. Now we want to go ahead and make our chickpea tuna. Have that ready. I'm going to use a medium-sized bowl. So while all of that is cooking, I am going to, and these garbanzo beans, no salt added, so we can control how much salt we're using. Go ahead and open it. Oh, the chickpea tuna, when you let it sit overnight, it sops up so much flavor. Like this 2-3 days from now is going to be top tier. Because the spices and just the seasoning is able to settle. Tastes much better as leftover. Alright, let me give this a quick stir. For our pasta, we got our bell peppers here. We're going to cut up for the rasta pasta. I do have a little kitchen device here. I don't know what the proper name of this is. Masher or whatever, but we're going to use it to mash our chickpeas. I'm just going to press these down. You can use your food processor if you want to do it that way. I like mine to be a little coarse. But if you want to take half of this and put it in the food processor, you are more than welcome to do that. I don't have any celery on hand. That's okay though. The celery just kind of gives it that crispiness, that crunch. That's all right. So we're gonna mash these things up. And also with the bread, the reason why I don't buy bread a lot as well, because when it's natural ingredients or organic ingredients, this bread will go bad fast. So I have to use it within a certain time frame, and that's why I don't like to get a lot of it, because again, I don't eat bread like that. But I also will make some. I got some avocados. So for one of my breakfast items this week, I'll have avocado toast. Keep it simple. National store. Hi-Mart, if you got a Hi-Mart near you, is excellent. But yeah, you'll find your different types of mushrooms in the international stores. I find that most grocery stores, they don't carry trumpet mushrooms. But you will find them in abundance at the international stores. Stir it up. All right. So our chickpeas are getting to the consistency that I wanted to get it at. I'm going to do a little more mashing. I've already washed these peppers. We're going to get these peppers ready. You can use whatever color pepper you want for the rasta pasta. A lot of times I will just buy the variety pack where you get the yellows and the oranges. But I really don't use the yellows and the oranges that much. But I use the red and green all the time for different dishes. That's why we are sticking with the Christmas colors. We're just cutting them a long way, you guys. We're just going to cut them long way like this. Until they get kind of translucent. We don't want to cook our penny pasta all the way through. We're going to let this cook down. I'm going to get these now, get these going for the rasta pasta. Give this a wash. Turn this down. This is the Jamaican style marinade I use. We're gonna douse this. I'm gonna put this on. We're gonna marinate this with the mushrooms. We're gonna let this marinate build this, as they say, build the flavor profile. Really, like, plant-based cooking is all about substitution, but getting that same flavor. Once you can figure out what to substitute things with, I mean, you're really golden. It's just doing the same thing, just tweaking the ingredients. Instead of using meat, we're using plants. I wish I would have picked up some celery. Put that down. We don't want any big chunks for the onion, red onions. Alright, so pepper in here. A little bit of sea salt. And what else we gonna throw in there? Where is my, oh, don't tell me I don't have any pickles, you guys. Pickle relish. Oh boy. We're just gonna be short pickle relish. What do you have? Goodness. I didn't think about the pickle relish. I don't have any pickle relish. Goodness. On the oven, because we're gonna shred up our non-soy tofu. I'm gonna put it on 415, and we're gonna cut up our oyster mushrooms, and we're gonna let it dehydrate, cook down in the oven. That's after we get all the spices and everything we need. But y'all, look at this chickpea tuna. It looks so amazing. And it's so easy to make. Let's give it a taste. The salt. Needs a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little more onion and garlic powder. All right, let's get this mixed up. Man, that relish would have set this off, y'all. That relish and that celery, oh, it would have made it top tier. Chef's kiss. It's all right, though. Let's try it again. Much better. So good. That's the bomb. So, all right, our steak tips have finished cooling off a little bit. So, got the top on that one. I'm kicking myself. I may pick up some relish tomorrow and add the relish in here. The relish just, it sets it off, y'all. I'm telling you. And I thought I had some relish. So good. So we got our chickpea tuna, steak bits. We're letting this Rasta pasta cook down. I am now about to set the stage for the gyro. We're going to put those mushrooms and tofu in the oven once we're done. Put this back. Let's get these washed. Because all of this is going to cook down. I mean, the mushrooms are going to cook down. Everything's going to cook down. So we are going to, I'm looking for, I had a seasoning. Where is it at? I might have used, This is what I was looking for, jerk seasoning. We're gonna sprinkle this with some of that jerk seasoning. Alright, let's pour this coconut milk in there. We're gonna let that boil cook a little bit. Oh, see that? See how that splashing and stuff? It's messy. So we're gonna add the noodles as well. I don't want to add too much of the noodles, but you see, we got the pasta going right here. Excuse me. I don't think I have a top for this. What do I make a top for this pan? I didn't think I had a top for this time. Thought I did. I did, you guys. We're gonna let it cook a little bit. We're gonna bring that to a boil. We're gonna bring this to a boil. Cook up a little bit. I only use 1 can of coconut milk. We're gonna let this cook up a little bit. So we're gonna let that cook, guys, and then once that's finished, I'm gonna put that in a bowl. I'm gonna get my gyro stuff ready, but we are looking good. We're gonna just spread this all the way out. This is gonna be the filling for our gyros. I'm gonna let that cook and bake. I'm just gonna drain all that water out of the mushrooms. That's gonna go in there for about 30 minutes. I'm about to put this pasta up. Make a pot of quinoa. So that's one less thing I gotta worry about. Y'all, for my quinoa, I use the tricolor blend. And instead of water, I use vegetable stock. So let's go ahead and get those 2 items and stand by. Don't forget, we got our gyro stuff in the oven. All right, guys, we are officially done meal prepping the main items. So we have our Beyond Steak Bites. We have our chickpea tuna. I did end up getting some type of like pickled relish, so I added that to that, and it is bomb.com. We have our Rasta pasta there. We have our gyro mix. I'm actually gonna have that for dinner. I'm gonna have a gyro, pita wrap gyro. We have our quinoa ready to go. Made some sauces, y'all. This vegan yum yum sauce is the truth. This is gonna go with our hibachi. This is the vegan tzatziki sauce. This is gonna go on our gyro or gyro, whatever. I'm excited to make that tonight. This is using regular Greek vegan non-dairy yogurt. You don't want to get the flavored yogurt because it's flavored yogurt because it's going to throw the taste off completely. But we have that ready there. Let me get this stuff. But my kitchen has been cleaned.